Hey there everyone, this is MarkyMan64 here, welcoming you back to another episode of Let's Play Portal 2 on the Nintendo Switch. This is episode number 7. So in the last episode we got reunited with the GLaDOS, who is inside a potato, because of course she is. As a punishment, Wheatley had put her into a potato and she got taken away by a bird, and we rescued her from the nest.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm thanking these people. For staggering your way through Aperture Science's propulsion gel testing, you've made some real contributions to society for a change, and for that, humanity is grateful. If you had any belongings, please pick them up now. We don't want old newspapers and sticks cluttering up the building. For many of you, I realize $60 is an unprecedented windfall, so don't go spending it all on, I don't know, Carolyn, what do these people buy? Tattered hats? Beard dirt?
Okay, so thank you for not loitering longer than 20 minutes here, and we've got the two gels that are continuing up on their journey, and we will be reunited with them soon, I am sure. All forms must be filled out legibly and completely before eligible to receive payment of, and then $60 is there, but it's like taped over, so it looks like they were originally offering probably more than $60, and then it came down to $60. But the please excuse the inconvenience, this elevator is out of service until, and then they don't have a date when the elevator will be fixed. So this is obviously not the exit, and so we need to make our own exit. Again, if portals weren't the thing, then we would be stuck, but I can't remember where we're meant to go. I think we're meant to go... Are we meant to go through here? No, we're meant to go up somewhere. Oh, there's an exit up there. So we need to go onto that wall, and then what wall can we portal onto down here? We can't portal on that wall. There is a wall somewhere, do remember it being around here somewhere. Oh, there. Can portal onto that and then come up here. So pump station Gamma is over there, and there's where the all the gel is coming through. So do we need to end up there? I'm not sure, because there's the pump station Gamma, and is this...
Carolyn, why do I know this woman? Did I kill her? Or... Oh my god. Look, you're doing a great job. Can you handle things for yourself for a while? I need to think.
Yes. Who is Caroline? Okay, so pretty inconspicuous, but okay, so gel pressure control, a white gel pressure control. So what is that going to power? Well, obviously I know what it's going to power, but I need to come through here just now. So it is a white gel, not to be confused with water. It is white, but it is actually making portable surfaces, so that's fun. I have a feeling that I want to get an orange. Where's the orange coming from or to? Because I have a feeling that it's actually orange that I want to get. Okay, this part, not 100% sure with, clearly, but I honestly know where I'm going. Okay, so the orange is definitely turned on. I have a feeling that I want to continue along there, but I might want to come out here first. No, I can't go out there, which I think is where we originally started. Do I want to jump up there? Is that what I want to do? I can't make it up there, but I have a feeling that I want to. Oh no, I can't portal onto that. But there's an exit up there, and there's where the orange gel has went. Can I portal onto that walkway? Yes, I can. And so I want to come along here. Can I portal onto any of these walls back here? No. What about trying to see? Oh, okay, I jumped down here. There we go. And then jump up here. Perfect. And then more old computers. And this is what I was imagining with the orange gel. But I want to run through here before it breaks down. And my new boss is a robot. But did you know robots are smarter than you? Robots work harder than you. Robots are better than you. Volunteer for testing today. So basically what it's saying is... Oh, Carla the complainer says. But basically what it's saying is... test or you will be fired, basically. So that's a nice working environment, isn't it? But anyway. Oh! She's obviously been traumatized.
Alright, back to thinking.
She's obviously been traumatized by the bird experience that she had. Okay, so I want to end up over there, but I think what I want to do is fire an orange portal there and then a blue portal on the other side here, so that when I run through this, I'm running towards the blue portal and then out the orange portal at the other side. So let's try that. Yes, it worked.
Welcome to the Enrichment Center. Since making test participation mandatory for all employees, the quality of our test subjects has risen dramatically. Employee retention, however, has not. As a result, you may have heard we're going to phase out human testing. There's still a few things left to wrap up, though. The bean counters told me we literally could not afford to buy $7 worth of moon rocks, much less 70 million. Bought them anyway. Ground them up, mixed them into a gel. And guess what? Ground up moon rocks are pure poison. I am deathly ill. Still, it turns out they're a great portal conductor. So now, we're going to see if jumping in and out of these new portals can somehow leach the lunar poison out of a man's bloodstream. When life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Let's all stay positive and do some science. That said, I would really appreciate it if you could test as fast as possible. Carolyn, please bring me more pain pills.
Did you know your paradoxes? In the event of rogue AI, stand still, remain calm, scream, this statement is false, new mission, refuse this mission, does a set of all sets contain itself? Wow, okay. If only we had a rogue AI. We can't go through that door. And there is what Cave looks like now. He looks tired and weary, and he's ill because of the moon rocks. So my new boss is robot. We've seen that one, but robots don't sleep. They can test and do your job. Volunteer for testing today. So they really want you to... Okay, that's opened that door. They really want you to volunteer for testing. I'm enjoying all these posters. Aperture Science. Let's work together. So is that a human and a robot? That's fun. Okay. Please do not test if you are allergic to lunar sediment and or starch. You have fulfilled your monthly test self-election quota. You are confident enough in your work performance to unvolunteer from the test self-election process. Okay, you're confident, yeah. So they're basically again threatening to fire you if you don't test or are not good enough, and saying that robots can do that job. So let's continue on while GLaDOS is thinking. I wonder how quick this thinking would have taken had she been in her old body. Okay. Okay, so I really like this room, and I'm going to overindulge just a little bit. I'm going to say that now, but I really like, as far as possible, covering this room with the white portable walls. So basically what you're doing is painting on portal walls. So once you painted a surface with this paint, it can then be ported on. Is that the right word? it can then be fired on to get portable walls. So it can basically turn any surface. So obviously you can't portal on these surfaces, but as you come along here, you will eventually, and obviously it's poisonous, so you don't want to stand in it too long, but then you can eventually portal onto surfaces that you couldn't previously portal onto, which is, I think, a really fun mechanic. But it does mean that I feel like I need to cover as many of these surfaces as possible with the paint made from lunar rocks, because it's ground down lunar rocks that made this. So yeah, basically you're covering this part of the room in these rocks just now, and then eventually, I mean, I could leave just now, but as I said, I like to cover as much of this room as possible. Sorry if that's going to be really annoying for you all, but I'm not going to cover it all. I'm just saying that now because there will be somebody who's like, oh, but you never covered that surface or that surface. Yeah, I'm not going to cover 100% because there's some walls that just are too difficult. Right, so that's me covered all of this area. So let's see if I can come out here, and then I want to climb over here and then go up these steps here, and then grab it again, and then, oh, I'm getting covered. Okay, that's not good. But then I can cover more out here, and then yeah, I bet if you weren't familiar with this, you were like, oh, that won't take too long to cover that whole room. What's he talking about? Yeah, I didn't mean the little room in the middle. I meant the whole thing over here. Because you can cover pretty much all of it. Okay, so once I've got that, I can then do this and cover this section, and then I can cover that little bit of wall that I didn't cover before. Let's try and get that. There we go. Okay, and then turn it slightly. Get the top of that wall. It's not covering for some reason, but maybe that's by design. Maybe it's being awkward on purpose. But yeah, so this is such a weird thing that I need to do, and I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one who like sees a room like this and needs to cover as much as possible. But yeah, there are obviously bits that you need to cover. And I think this might be one of those bits. But you need to cover a certain amount because you then need to be able to get up further. I think you're wanting to get up further. Okay, get that, and then get this little section here. And then get this down here, this down here. And then can I get the floor? Can I get more of the floor? Let's get more of the floor. And you can go round like this, and like, because it's obviously continuously going through, you just need to watch, not walk through it by accident. Then it takes even longer to get out of that. So cover that. Cover that. There we go. I think that's where you're wanting to go actually, that walkway up there. So we'll see how much more I do. Because I'm maybe not doing what I normally would do, which I've already addressed. I've already told you what I do. Cover as much as possible. Let's get that. There we go. And I don't think there's a way to get this section here. Certainly not from what I've just done there. You would need to like do something else, cover something else, or get covered by something else. Okay. And then does that just, yeah, so some of it obviously can't be covered, like these fence pieces can't be covered because the gel just goes through it. But you can cover this, and then once it's on walls you can then, well again you can't cover the fence pieces, but you can cover other walls with that, and then the floor as well. Floor is really easy this way because you do that. Okay, you can't do that wall yet because it's not completely covered. You need to give it a good covering before it can be portaled onto. I said I wasn't going to do as much as I normally do, and then I'm just doing it. Like, hey, it's my channel. Right, so cover this over. You do need to cover quite a bit. Like you don't just get away with just covering a little bit, but you can cover a far less amount than what I am doing, or what I need to do. I can't help it. Okay. Can we get this bit of floor? Can that not be done by there? Do I need to cover it like that? Yeah. Okay. So then some bits which are just more complicated than is worth doing. He says as he does it. How much of the game am I going to get past today? I'm just going to cover a room. I'm sure you're all, well, again, why are you watching my Let's Plays? Are you watching them for me to show you how to play a game? Because I don't think I'm probably the best person to do that with any of the games that I've Let's Played. Or are you watching for my humour? In inverted commas. Okay, let's try and get this a little bit back here. There we go. And then do I have with that this board, yes, I do. So let's see what I can get with this, because I think that's something that I need to do anyway as well. So I've not even got this whole section here. Okay. I think, again, I think I need to get higher. I do think I need to cover these walls, and so that, like, I'm not wasting too much time here. Like, you do need to cover a bit of this to get portals, to be able to portal onto these surfaces. You needed to, like, cover a little bit back where I was, so, like, I'm not completely, you know, wasting time. not entirely. Let's try covering that. You can see that my vision goes funny when I try to do that, so it's not good for you. But I mean, it's clearly Cave Johnson is not well, so, like, I mean, you can probably at this stage guess that he probably didn't make it. We can, you know, I don't think that's too spoilery, and you don't kind of find that out for sure in the story. Again, spoilers. but you don't really. Okay. Yeah, another one there. Another one there, and then that means I can then portal onto the floor, which I know that's kind of a waste of time since I'm not. Okay, let's try getting some of this wall here, and then that means I can get up here if I wanted to, which I think I do eventually. Hey, we're giving GLaDOS some more time to think. She wanted to think. We're giving her as much time as possible. We want her to be well thought by the end of this. we don't want her to be like, oh, if only I had 10 more minutes to think. No. We want her to think now and be exhausted from thinking. We want to be as prepared as possible when we come across Wheatley again. I was about to say face Wheatley, but that feels wrong. And I don't think it's really Wheatley's fault. Because, like, he was designed to be a moron. And so it's not really his fault. It's our fault. Don't let GLaDOS hear you say that, but it is our fault. And let's cover this bit of the ceiling for this bit as well, like I've done with the other bit. And so then cover over here. This is ridiculous. I said that I wasn't going to do it, and I agreed with myself, like, internally. No, like, I know that I always cover this room as much as possible, but I'm going to give that a miss this time. But if you've ever tried to, like, do that sort of thing, like, you know, you do something the same every time you play a game, or every time you do something, you do it the same way, and then you decide, no, I'm not going to do it that way this time. I'm going to do it differently. It's very difficult to bring yourself to do that. Honest. I know that's a really poor excuse, but that's the one that I'm sticking to. Okay, so well covered here. The thing is, it doesn't get thicker. Like, once it's on, it is on, which is good. You can just go around. It's just very satisfying to cover it, like it's so grimy, and then like it looks so white and clean by the end of it. I know that that's kind of what GLaDOS is going for in the testing area. I know that I'm sounding a lot like GLaDOS, but I think we've established now that there's a lot more similarities than I think Shell wants to admit to herself. Or we don't know that. I mean, she's a silent protagonist, so we don't know. We don't know what she's actually thinking. Thing is, it's kind of like also, you know, using the idea that Shell doesn't know about her family, but you know, like that's just a kind of example, but we don't know like if she was too young to remember her family properly, or and we don't know what the whole story is with that, because there's clues that our family were perhaps scientists, but there's also speech to suggest that she is adopted or does not have a family anymore, and like that's why she was a test subject, or you know, there's just the fact that you know, the science experiment with the potato, the fact that that exists does not mean that Shell's family were scientists. Like, it just means that she was probably here when she was a child, and when she was a child was probably when the whole disaster happened. But apart from that, we're not really told. And like I said, like there is speech to suggest that she is really adopted, but that is coming, again, that's spoilers a wee bit, but like that's coming from GLaDOS, and so like I don't believe anything GLaDOS says for sure. And the same with people cite the deleted commentary, some deleted GLaDOS text, some deleted dialogue, that's the word I was looking for, suggests that this is 50,000 years in the future. But even if GLaDOS had said that, I wouldn't necessarily 100% believe that. I mean, we know that it is quite a bit into the future, but I don't think that it's that long into the future. Like the 50,000 mark. Let's have just like not thought about things like, you know, the fact that things still exist, like, you know, like the fact that there's anything left of this area, the fact that the recordings still exist, like presumably on tape, because like that seems to be. And then, like, I mean, the computers, the mainframes that are working on tape, that surely wouldn't be the case if this was 50,000 years into the future. But then it is also a game, and it's also a story that was made up by somebody who didn't necessarily think the whole thing through. I think that this is actually like a little bit slower when this is put on, which does kind of make sense, but it kind of seems to be a bit sluggish. Not fully, like it's just a kind of feeling that you get. Like, oh, is this more sluggish than it's meant to be? Sort of feeling. Yeah, like there was a little bit of slowdown there. Which again does kind of make sense. Like, I don't blame the game if it's slowing down. Because I'm sure they didn't fully anticipate someone like me needing to cover as much as possible. Right, we've just got a little bit more to cover, and then like I'm going to call it. we've not quite covered it all, but I'm going to call it when we cover a little bit more. Okay, can we go through? Yeah, okay. So I can't seem to cover the edge of this properly unless I can do it from here. No, can I do it from here? Yeah. Okay, there we go. A little bit more. Okay. And then we've got this little bit here, the edge. And you can see also that we're making the year 1986 appear. I'm guessing that's a year. Like, I'm guessing that all these what look to be years, I'm guessing they are meant to be years. I don't think we're explicitly told that either way, but I think that that's the case. I think that's what they're meant to be. But anyway, I want to go up here. So I want to go where that was I painted quite early on in my adventure in this room. But here we go, and then round here, and then I think I want to be fired up there. So I think I want to fire one there and then fire one down the ground. Yay!
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Take the lemons.
Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down with the lemons. I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Finding people. He said what we're all thinking.
Point is, if we can store music on a compact disc, why can't we store a man's intelligence and personality on one? So I have the engineers figuring that out now. Brain mapping, artificial intelligence. We should have been working on it 30 years ago. I will say this, and I'm gonna say it on tape so everybody hears it 100 times a day. If I die before you people can pour me into a computer, I want Carolyn to run this place. Now she'll argue. She'll say she can't. She's modest like that, but you make her. Hell, put her in my computer, I don't care. Alright, test over. You can head on back to your desk.
Goodbye, sir.
Uh-oh. Okay, I'm sure you could figure out what is happening here. But anyway, yes, we have risen. I can't remember how deep we were. Was it 4 kilometers? And then now we're 2,975 meters. So yay! And then more computers and QWERTY keyboards and old style phones. Imagine this place populated though. Like how would you get about? Like, I know that some of these walkways are going to be like rusted and broken, but like how would you get from there to somewhere? Okay, yeah, okay, I know what this is. This is an elevator shaft, so obviously you use the elevator. But other than that, some of the places are like, yeah, like there's no way to get from there to there, you know. But anyway, let's go up to this walkway now. And is this on top of the walkway that we were just on, or is this a different place? I think this is that's just the walkway that we were just on, right? So then I want to go up to this elevator, basically, is where we're heading, but I don't remember where the nearest walkway is to there. Is there something on the other side that we can portal up to? Yes. Can I portal up to there? And then that's another walkway that I can go onto. And then that's at the elevator, but we're not going to use the elevator. We're going to use it, but not as an elevator. Right, we're going to come through here, but we're going to drop down to here, and then portal onto that. And then we're up here now. So go round here. Let's get this. Well, how do we do that? We can, I suppose, portal there. And then we are going to be falling down there, but we need to find somewhere. Is it just there that we want to portal onto? I guess it might just be there, and then we drop down into that, and then I don't know where we're heading from there, so let's experiment with this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so then drop down here, and then we get fired over here, so then we can open this door. So we're going to leave it there, folks. Join us again for another episode of Let's Play Portal 2 on the Nintendo Switch. Please like, comment, subscribe for more. Thanks everyone for watching. See you later. Bye bye.